Hello and welcome. You caught us at a good time because me and my friend Socks are about to read a book. Would you like to join us? Because today we have a book called The Zabajaba Jungle by William Steig. I like the toucans. Do you know what a toucan is? It's a bird with a big long bill. He also has, in America, it has a famous cereal. Do you know the cereal that has the toucan? It's the Fruit Loops. And that bird's name is Toucan Sam. He's been around a long time, that toucan. But anyway, let's get to the story. Are you ready for the story? She says she is. Okay. So our adventurer's name is Leonard. Leonard is slashing at the vines and creeps with his sharp bolo. He is fighting his way into the Zabajaba Jungle, where it is said no human being has ever penetrated. Why is he there? He doesn't know himself. He just has to push on. There's Leonard. He's slashing with his machete. One more whack and he breaks through. There are squawking birds and precocious insects flying about, and some sit in the trees just staring at Leonard. A hungry plant gropes for him, but he jumps away. He'd better keep a grip on his bolo. Can you imagine the noises that are in the jungle? Lots of bugs, bzzz, and birds. Birds making all kinds of noises like oh, the jungle is a very, very noisy place. What's this? A big butterfly in the jaws of a flower. Leonard strikes again and again until it lets go, and the butterfly takes off. Steaming rain falls and Leonard walks faster. What now? The gaping mouth of a petrified monster. Leonard frees the butterfly, and he goes on a little bit further in the steaming rain. Why is the rain steaming? Well, because the jungle tends to be a very hot place, and when the rain falls, it cools it off, but the heat and the wetness, the coldness of the rain causes steam. And so the jungle is very sticky, and the plants like it. So Leonard, he steps inside, he crawls through the gullet and enters the belly. What's a gullet? It's the throat of an animal. So he steps in, he goes into the stomach. Behold! There's a strange writing on the wall, so others were here before him. Leonard explores the intestines where prickly creatures scurry about, brushing against his legs. And at last he sees daylight and exits through the great cloaca. How about that? Now the jungle is dim and hushed. It's getting late, and all that green makes him sleepy. He rigs up his hammock and he falls into it. Night comes, and he has doubts about the dark. Who's out there? When he flashes on his light, all he sees is what he has saw before, the vegetable universe. He stretches out again, and then Leonard and his light go off together. So Leonard's afraid of the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? Well, the truth of the matter is that there's nothing in the dark that isn't in there in the light. There's nothing to be afraid of. But Leonard is scared, but it seems that Leonard falls asleep. But when Leonard wakes up, the ground is covered with writhing, hissing mesh of, you guessed it, snakes. Leonard wishes he was home in his bed. But look, it's the big butterfly hovering by the hammock, and he mounts it onto his furry back, and it lifts him away. The butterfly carries him to a glade of flowers and flutters off. You remember how Leonard saved the butterfly from the plant that wanted to eat the butterfly? Well, the butterfly came back, and it rescued him. Life sometimes works like that. Sometimes when you do a good deed and you do it just because it's there to do, sometimes it comes back full circle and it has a reward. And if Leonard didn't save that butterfly, well, he would not have had a good time with all those snakes. There's a bird song and then a voice calling, "Oh, human being." "What? Who's that?" he asked. "I'm Flora." "I'm Leonard," says Leonard. "Come out and let me see you." "I can't. I'm too shy, but listen, Leonard. Those yellow flowers over there are full of delectable nectar. Just help yourself." Well, thanks," says Leonard. "My pleasure," says Flora. "Farewell." Leonard gets a glimpse of an ungainly bird hopping off through the trees. Can you see the bird that was speaking to Leonard? And her name was what? Flora. Flora in Latin means flower. He climbs into the bowl of a yellow flower and he tastes the nectar. Oh, how strange. Somehow he always knew this special sweetness existed. But what on earth? The flower is suddenly rising. He better jump now. What is he doing? Up, up, and away, and the yellow flower full of nectar. Is this the land of Leonard? Is it the last of Leonard? No. His fall is broken by tiers of fern fronds. A bunch of mandrills with blue behinds is waiting down below, and they drag him off. Mandrills is a type of a primate, and their behinds are blue in real life. It's a true story. Maybe your mom or dad could look them up on the internet and you can see what some real ones look like. They're very impressive. They come to a deep hole in the ground, they toss him in, and they leave. Leonard keeps trying to hack out steps with his bolo, but no use. During the night, the mandrills return and let down a rope ladder. Leonard scrambles up right into their arms. Can you see any other animals in this picture other than the mandrills? I see at least two. I see some kind of a big cat in a tree, and I see some kind of an iguana type of creature in there too. You see that? They bring him before three judges, one with the head of a bird, one with a rat head, and one with the head of a snake. "Person," asked Birdhead, "what are you doing in the Zabajaba Jungle?" "I don't really know." "Who told you you could drink the nectar of the Zabajaba flower?" asks the rat head. A funny looking bird?" "Aha! That impossible Flora," says Snakehead. "It so happens it's against the law to even take a sip of Zabajaba nectar. Who do you think you are?" Leonard cries, a voice from the bushes. Show them who you are. Do your stuff. There's the three judges. And now Leonard is being asked from the jungle to do his stuff. What is his stuff exactly that he does? Leonard takes some fireworks out of his knapsack and sets off an awesome display, and his captors are transfixed. Look at that, huh? And you can just imagine how pretty that is, because it's nighttime there. And he's letting off all of these colorful fireworks, and there's lots of light and noise. And the animals have probably never seen anything like that before. Flora leaps out. Hurry, Leonard, this way! They hasten down a secret path. At the end of it, she says, Farewell, brave boy, farewell! Leonard clambers over some rocks and is surprised to see an enormous bottle with his parents inside. He taps on the glass, but they don't look up. He bangs with his bolo, and they still don't hear him. Wow, this is certainly insane. Okay, and one of the questions I have when I look at this picture is, how on earth did they get those people inside of that jar? See how big the people are and how tiny the top of the bottle is? I don't know, something strange is going on there. He finds a rock and he smashes a hole in the bottle. Now they see him. They rush out with embraces and kisses for their beloved son. Leonard is pleased. Where are we? His father asks. In the Zabajaba Jungle. How do we get out? Follow me, says Leonard. They're definitely not dressed for the jungle. And for the last page, we have this picture of a strange bug on a plant. Well, that was kind of a silly story, wasn't it? Didn't make a lot of sense. Our friend Leonard ends up in the jungle. We don't know why or how. And he meets a funny bird. Do you remember what the bird's name was? And then he finds his parents in a bottle. I'm thinking that maybe this is a dream in this boy's head, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. And sometimes when you dream, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And that's my guess on this particular book. But it was fun. And our friend Socks enjoyed it very much as she passes the day. Huh, Socks? She says yes. So, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that your day is blessed. And if you're getting ready to go to bed, don't forget to brush your teeth. Okay?